Edmonton City Ballet is rehearsing for an upcoming performance. The dancers are putting in long hours and pushing themselves to get the moves just right. Each step needs to be precisely on rhythm because this show is unlike any they have done in the past. The dancers will be performing live alongside local Japanese drumming group Kita no Taiko.
When I heard the Kita no Taiko, I'm like, whoa, that's energetic music. It seems to be a little fun. So I'm like, well, that could be a good challenge for me. And that's how that show came out.
Artistic director Francois Chevenmont approached the drumming group last summer. His idea was to put on a show interpreting their music through dance. Using almost all of the drummers' repertoire, Chevenmont and 2 other choreographers came up with 17 short dance pieces of different styles, having dancers transition from classical to contemporary, barefoot to point. But there have been challenges. The groups have not been able to practice together in the same space.
Our studio here, we cannot store any of their instruments, so that was difficult to take them here. And the studio where they practice is a bigger space, but for us it's hard because it's concrete. So it's hard on the legs, on the tendon and injury.
Less than a week before the show debuts, and the 2 groups have only practiced together about 4 times. The ballet dancers have been using a recording of the drummers. The sound quality isn't the best, but they make do.
There are small differences between the tape and what you would hear live. And also it's the energy of the piece. So sometimes when both the dancers and the drummers were really into it, the tempos would speed up or slow down.
And we could hear all these little nuances, like there's a drum ting there or there was a vocal at that point. That was really the hardest part, really understanding the rhythm of the music and trying to make our choreography work with that.
For the drummers, the challenge was a bit different.
We're not used to having to play exactly the same as in the past. So our biggest challenge was reviewing what we did back then and duplicating it in a reasonable enough fashion the dancers could follow it.
Kita no Taiko has been playing together for about 26 years, and although they are well accustomed to the music they'll be playing for the show, collaborating with other artists is a relatively new experience.
We play together as a group very well, and we are on time with each other in the group, but it's quite different to play for somebody who is trying to keep a very precise rhythm in a dance.
If you're doing a solo with one of the dancers, then you have to try to feel and understand what it is they're trying to convey. And then we put our interpretation on top of that. And hopefully it makes sense.
On performance day, as the curtain rises and lights turn up, all the hope for how these 2 art forms will fuse together begin to materialize.
It seems like an unusual juxtaposition of 2 different performing arts, but that's what makes it fun.
It's an amazing sensation because you're standing there and you can just feel the vibrations from the drums in your body and you just want to move with the drum beat. It's just intoxicating, really.
This is the first show in City Ballet's Mosaic series. They plan to perform every year with local groups from different artistic disciplines. A challenge, but also a chance to create something truly unique. Stephanie Smith, Omni News, Edmonton.